Okay, problems 28 and 29. So number 28, I've got this graph right here. I need to state its degree and roots, what the roots actually are. So the degree is to the third degree. So one of the roots is right here at 3, so that's at x minus 3. So I need to factor that, so I need to take this thing and divide by x minus 3, this polynomial. Here I've set it up already for myself, so I can start doing the math right here. 2x cubed, so this is 2x squared, minus 6x squared. Going this way, I need a minus 3x squared, so that's a minus 3x. And then this is a 9x. So right here, I need a minus 5x, so that's a minus 5. Minus 5 times minus 3 is a positive 15. I have no remainder, so I'm sure I did it correctly. So now what I have is x minus 3 is one of my factors, and I'm left with 2x squared minus 3x minus 5. So on this one right here, I'll try the diamond. So I try the diamond. Minus 5 times 2 is negative 10. Minus 3 goes right here. It looks like I can get it, a 5 and a minus 2. So you can either factor by the grouping method, or you can factor using a splitting method. I prefer the grouping method because it's slightly more mathematical. So minus 5x plus 2x minus 5. Basically what I've done is I've rewritten this, and so the 3x gets split into these two right here. So what can I take out of both of these? That's a squared. Is just an x. So I'm left with 2x minus 5. And here I take out a 1. And that leaves me with 2x minus 5. So I get 2x minus 5 and x plus 1. I have the original factor of x minus 3. So this is the factored form of the problem. So I have 2x minus 5 times x plus 1 times x minus 3. So the x minus 3, we know that that gives us, we set this equal to the 0. That gives us the root of 3 comma 0, which is the one that we already had. The x plus 1, we set that equal to 0. That gives us a minus 1, which would be this root right here. Now this root right here will come from this one here. So I set 2x minus 5 equal to 0. I add 5 to both sides. I divide by 2. So x equals 5 divided by 2, or 2.5. So that looks like about 2.5. So we'll write that as 5 over 2 comma 0. All right, so how do we do this one here? Convert everything to an I squared. This I squared gives us a negative 1. This I to the minus 33 is a minus I to the 32 times I. This I to the 6th is minus an I squared to the third power, minus an I to the 15th, which is I to the 14th times I. So this I to the 32nd becomes I squared to the 16th times I. This one here, I squared to the odd number minus a negative 1. And here, I squared to the 7th times I. I squared to the 7th. So here I have a minus 1 from this one here. I should actually could carry that all the way down. I squared is negative 1 to an even power is positive, but times a negative gives me the negative I. Here I have negative 1, so that's a plus 1. Right here, I squared is negative 1. Negative 1 to an odd power is negative 1. A minus negative 1 is plus 1 I. So plus I. So minus 1 plus 1 cancels. Negative I plus I cancels. I don't really have an answer.